Hello guys, this is Master J and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello class, welcome to our subject, the Physical Education 102, which described as Disarming Technique Training. Since you already finished the basic course, which is the Physical Education 101, described as the fundamentals of martial arts, you can now understand the concept of our training. In this course, you will be engaging to a hand-to-hand combat or a close fighting techniques training, because your lesson is about disarming a weapon or restraining a person from attacking. You will also learn the arm extension training, or we call it the arnis. Hence, we will be learning how to use the art of stick and the art of knife as well. But before that, let us first learn the panantukan training or the hand-to-hand combat. In the duration of this course, you have to possess the tools for our training, which is the rubber knife and the arnis stick. Using a real knife or a real blade in training is strictly prohibited for your safety purposes. In this course, you are going to learn the basic training of the panantukan techniques, which is the Filipino boxing. And after that, we are going to learn also the knife training, which is the pakal training. You will also going to learn the arnis training or the single baston. I will also reminding you that during the training, there are still the rules and regulations and the do's and don'ts for your safety during the training. There are lots of rules and regulations and do's and don'ts of our subject, and I'm going to tackle the very important rules and regulations, which is drinking liquor is strictly prohibited, especially when you are going to perform your video task. And then using the ability by mauling any persons without any instances or reasons, it is strictly prohibited. Teaching any group or a group of persons that you are going to share your ability to them is strictly prohibited. Using a real knife, real gun, real pistol is strictly prohibited. That is why we are going to use a rubberized knife or a replica pistol or a toy gun. Fingernails and toenails should also be always trimmed to avoid cuts and injuries to you and to your partner. You should also going to use your class shirt or your PE shirt when you are going to perform your video task. Jewelry should be removed from your possession, such as the watches, necklace, earrings, or any valuable things in your possession should be removed. Since you are learning now the martial arts training, so as a martial arts practitioner, etiquette is very important to show respect from the person who are superior. Martial arts is all about discipline, so it is very important to observe the proper etiquette. I will also reminding you that every time you are going to perform your video task, you should perform your bowing gesture as a sign of respect to your instructor who is watching your or evaluating your video. You are also going to review your slamming technique, which is already taught to you the previous PE course. So you are going to review and practice the slamming technique, and you are also going to review your sweeping technique, which is the side sweep. And in our training we are going to learn the two other technique of takedowns, which is the side scoop and the grabbing technique. And in your footwork, you are going to familiarize the triangular steps of training, which is I already shown to you my previous video lessons. And I will also reminding you that during this training you need a bigger space or a clear space to perform your task, because you are going to perform with a partner, which will be your relatives or your friends during the video task, because we have a partner training. So I hope that you can cope up with our training as we move on to our disarming technique training course. So good luck to you and have a safe training. Let's talk about the panantukan or the Filipino boxing. Uh, Panantukan is the art of hitting your opponent while unbalancing him. And the word panantukan is from the word suntukan, meaning the brawling. It employs the knees, elbows, headbutts, low kicks, treading on the feet, stamping on the legs, hitting with the shoulder, crook of the arm, and many more brawling techniques and so-called dirty tactics, and as well as the jabs, the hooks, the uppercuts, the cross. And it's very effective empty hand fighting system. Panantukan also is a training of a tapping techniques and counter attack from your attacker and taking them down or restraining them to the ground. Panantukan is generally attributed to the empty hands and boxing systems infused by Filipino martial arts pioneers Johnny Lacosta, Loro Villabrille, Eudoro Lucay into the Filipino martial arts component of the Inosanto Academy and Jet Kundu fighting systems. The panantukan or suntukan is the first related striking component of the Filipino martial arts in the central Philippine island, the region of Visayas. It is known as the pangamot or pakamot or the sumbagay. It is also known as the mano-mano and often referred in Western martial arts circles of Inosanto lineage as the panantukan. Dan Inosanto is a Filipino martial artist. He is the one who's teaching arnis training or arnis techniques to the legendary Bruce Lee. Let's talk about the arnis. The founder of the modern arnis is Master Remy Amador Presas. He is the one who modernized the arnis training or the Kali. Arnis is a stick training, which is our very own Filipino martial arts. Eskrima or arnis is the second deadliest martial arts of the globe. It is the fighting art of the Filipino self-defense, in which Datu Lapu-Lapu became the figure of the Filipino martial arts 13 centuries ago. The system was already forged in the heart of the archipelago, which is the Visayan Island, and passed the system from generation to generation. The system has its different styles and techniques. The pakal or the knife training also is our deadliest Filipino martial arts knife technique, which is incorporated with the arnis. The kind of training of the knife and arnis are closely similar. In our course, the striking technique of the arnis and the knife are just the same. For you to easily memorize the strikes so that you can easily perform your video task in the duration of our course. Hopefully you learned something in our video today, and welcome to our new course, the Physical Education 102 or the Disarming Technique.